Hi, and welcome to another edition of Coffee with Waymark. Today's episode is a little bit different than some of the other ones. We're going to introduce you to the newest member of Waymark is Jennifer, and Jennifer has been helping us with the more administrative tasks associated with the job. Back in February, we realized that we needed someone to help us with the administrative tasks, and so we started asking friends and family, and I actually have the actual text right here, and I'll read what I actually asked them to do was I said, we're looking for an administrative assistant. We're looking for someone personable as they'll be talking with clients, doesn't need to be babysat, and sees clients as people and not check boxes on a to-do list, someone that has professional experience and may have taken a little bit of a time out of the workforce and now is trying to get back into the workforce. And that led us to Jen. So Jennifer, if you can tell us a little bit about, what your background is. I think your background is pretty unique for someone who's looking for an administrative role in a financial planning firm. So why don't you take it away and tell everyone who's going to be watching this a little bit about your background.
Hi, everyone. I actually just moved to Massachusetts a couple of years ago from South Florida. I started my college educations. Actually, I went to school for nursing. I was a registered nurse. I was a pediatric intensive care nurse. I worked in the pediatric ICU, neonatal intensive care, and pediatric ER. That's where I started my career. As my son got older, I wanted to be home with him more. So I actually started watching HGTV and I started seeing these real estate agents showing clients three houses and then they'd buy one. So I said, wow, I can do that. So I started trying to do both at the same time and I started liking real estate and well, it wound up that you would show like 300 houses, not three houses, but I really started enjoying the real estate and couldn't do both. Kind of let go of the nursing and went to the real estate side and took that on for the next chapter of my life. And as my son got older, went to college, graduated college, decided he wanted to go into law school. That was right about COVID. He received a letter from New England Law in Boston offering him a full scholarship, which we thought was a joke, but it wasn't a joke. And he came to Massachusetts. We got a phone call saying that he loved Massachusetts, loved New England, everything about it, and he wasn't coming home. So my husband, getting ready to retire, said, well, maybe that's something we should look into. And we decided to move to New England. So
Now, Jennifer,
my thought was,
tell us a little bit about your husband because I think he's got a really cool career too.
yeah, so he actually just retired in February. He was a battalion chief with the Coral Springs Parkland Fire Department for 36 years. So he just retired. And so I was kind of living here. He was commuting for the last 2 years. So he's up here now. And I was going to do real estate up here. And I decided against it because it's so very different. The market here, the homes, the structure, I get lost going to the supermarket. So I figured maybe not. So I kind of, I really wasn't working or anything for the last couple of years, and I miss it. I'm a people person, and I enjoy helping people and working with people. So, um, I wanted to get back into working, and I wanted to find something that spoke to me. And when my cousin Kathy heard about the email that you sent out or the text message, and that's how I wound up meeting you, and the rest is history.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about what you do on a day-to-day basis, how you've been helping out the clients to this point. And then, you've only been in the role for a few months now, but what are some of the things that you're looking forward to doing moving forward?
So far I've been, doing answering a lot of the emails, taking care of the scheduling, doing a lot of the confirmations, pulling the performance reports. starting to answer the telephones, learning the telephones. Hopefully, now I'll, start taking on more responsibilities and, helping out more with a lot of the things that Hanifa has been doing, giving her more opportunities so she can grow more, and hope, taking on more and more as the time goes on, I'll be able to help out, more as I'm learning, be able to take on different roles so she can expand on her end and I can learn more of what she does. So I look forward to that as well.
Cool. Yeah, one of the things that you and I were talking about a half hour ago was maybe helping with some of the event planning.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we've done events in the past and kind of gotten away from it. So I definitely think that your experience, especially in the realty space, could really help out with that.
Oh, I would, yes, that I would love to help out with that for
Yeah, we
sure.
were talking about charcuterie boards and
Oh, yeah. Painting.
maybe a
Oh,
paint
yeah.
and sip or something
Sip and
like that.
paint, wine tasting.
Yeah. So maybe Jennifer might be able to help out with some of that stuff. Okay, so we tried to keep this down to manageable level. So let's finish this off with a fun fact. So give me a fun fact about you, your husband. I know you're very devoted to your two dogs. So tell us a little bit about a fun fact that the clients might want to know about.
I am an animal lover. I have two mini Australian Shepherds. Kalúa, she is 8, and she loves to steal my Uggs. That's the only thing she cares about are the Uggs. And that little tushy of hers wiggles like crazy because she wants you to chase her around the house. And Phoebe is 4, and she thinks she's the police officer of the house. So she chases Kalua with the Uggs, and they run up and down those stairs all day long. And they have kept me, and my husband has been gone for 2 years. So between those two, they have kept me so happy. I mean, I just adore them. And my son, just seeing him blossom into an attorney and, my husband retiring and we're going into a different chapter in our life and my new job here at Waymark. And we are just loving New England and everything about it and getting to, learn the area and experiencing everything here. We're super excited.
Awesome. Well, awesome stuff. We're really happy to have you here at Waymark, Jennifer. So thank you for sharing all of this. And that's about it for today. So thank you for joining us. And remember to be well and do good.